Yeah, let's go.
So, Katie, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you became a nail tech?
Yeah, I would love to. So I'm Katy P. I have been a nail tech for 21 years, a long time now. I basically got into it straight from college. So I went on and done my A levels and then moved from there on to beauty. And I done a 2 year course at beauty school. And back then, nails wasn't really a big thing, but I did the nail course, done all like kind of my, MVQ one, two, and three, and started working in the salon. And the industry just started changing and changing. And as it started growing, I was really like interested. And it kind of went from there. And things started changing. I started learning more, sort of trying out different products. And then I started my own salon. So I'd probably say I've been like a full nail tech for probably about 10, 11 years now, because I did
Mhm.
everything before. Whereas now I just love nails, everything nails.
So, you've been in the beauty industry for a while.
Yeah, quite a while. It's a bit
Yeah.
scary when I say that. I'm like, oh, I'm really old.
You don't look old enough to be in the industry for 21 years.
Well, maybe some of it's working.
Looking beautiful. You do, though. Your skin is amazing.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Recently, you decided to push yourself out of your comfort zone and
Hmm.
you entered WSNA.
I did.
What was it like? Give us the highlights and, tell us all about it.
Yeah, well, it was a crazy, crazy few months. I just decided to give it a go. The start of this year, I just thought I need to push myself. I wanted to challenge myself and do a competition. It was obviously new this year, so I thought just enter. It was quite a last minute decision because I'd started planning what I wanted to do, then really kind of backed out, and then last minute was like, just do it, just put it in and go for it. I'm so glad I did. I didn't really know what it was going to entail, to be honest. It was incredible, but it was so much hard work. It was very long. It was a long competition, but it was incredible, absolutely amazing. I loved it and hated it all at the same time. It was hard work. I'm not going to lie to anybody. It took up a lot of time, but the skills that I kind of learned, taught myself, and how I challenged myself, and just each challenge as we went through was incredible. Just
Yes.
yeah, some of the briefs were like absolutely crazy and didn't understand them half the time and just gave it a go. But it was so much fun. And obviously, yeah, I won. So it was,
No,
yeah, phenomenal for me in the end. So yeah, it was so good. So good.
I still can't. It blows my mind every single piece you created. I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting good work from you, but I was not expecting what you came up with. And it was like, wow, every single piece that you have made, I was just blown away every single
Oh, thank
time.
you.
Your
Yeah, but
entry.
I have to thank you, but I have to be honest, some of the other entries from some of the other contestants were incredible. I mean, I can't even think who did it, but it was an incredible, huge, long nail with like a whole galaxy coming off of
Yes.
it. I mean, that was just, I don't think, unless you've entered a competition before, I don't think you realize what's expected
Mm.
unless you follow loads of competitions as well, which I never really did loads, like never looked into kind of what was involved and expected. So I've got to be honest, I was quite shocked I got through on my entry compared to everyone else's because it was all like the really extreme avant-garde 3D incredible stuff. So I'm so pleased I got through on my entry, but yeah.
It was amazing though, honestly, it was. And what was really nice about this competition, watching it from the outside, was the variety of everyone had their own style. Um, my favorite challenge nails that you did were the one was with the story, the ones with the beading on it, the really long ones about your client.
Yeah, for the Indian
The
wedding.
story, the nails. Come on, tell us about it. Refresh our memories.
Yeah, so that challenge was, I think that's one that everyone would pick out. I think it was memorable because of the story as well. But I think just because the nails were so elegant, blingy. I think if you're a nail tech, you love kind of the glitter and the color and the bling, and we couldn't get much more sparkle and chrome and diamantes on there if I tried, to be honest. But yeah, it was about my client that she was a fairly new client to me. We hadn't really connected through sort of our first few appointments together. And she was kind of being suggested to have an arranged marriage by her family. And she was very, very like lovely about it all. I think she was just so calm, relaxed, and yeah, just really like loyal to her family. I just, the way she kind of went through it all, I thought was incredible, especially for someone that had been raised and born in the UK. To sort of stick to such traditional values was, yeah, she just, yeah, she wowed me basically. And through it, we became very close because she confided in me about everything that was going on. And I was then with her like through everything and through all of the arrangements. And then she asked me to do her wedding nails, which was super special. It always is anyway, isn't it? But I think for me, it was
Yeah.
just such a big story, and just such a journey with her that it just seemed more on that particular occasion. So the set that I created was all of her different outfits, basically, and her jewelry as well.
Mm. They were absolutely beautiful. And the other thing that was very much noticeable with you and your entries was what a good storyteller you are.
Oh, thanks.
Because all your videos that were kind of accompanying your work were pulling us in and showing us a different side of you that we haven't seen on social media before. So that was so lovely. It was so lovely to see you and how you came up with all these ideas. And yeah, I'm super proud of you, like super proud of you.
I think that's got to be one of the big things for me with a competition. I think it brings you, you have to challenge yourself and it brings you out of yourself, because to kind of grow with each challenge and to make them better and better, you have to kind of change everything. And I really took on board all of the judges' comments, because we got awarded points and comments from each judge at the end of the challenges. So I really tried to take that into consideration and grow for the next round.
Mm-hmm.
And also, so where in the world can you literally be trained and guided by such huge industry leaders
Yeah.
for free, basically? So I just thought I was going to use it as a massive learning curve, and yeah, just take all of their comments in and learn from it and grow. And yeah, I felt like I did each step of the way, which was, yeah, great for me. Loved it.
Yeah, you did amazing. Would you recommend it to others, people that are maybe scared to enter
I
competitions?
think I do think just go for it. I think anyone that wants to try, I think you should enter, because the entry is really fun to do. We had to also do a demo video as well. That was a little bit scary, I won't lie, because that was a very new thing for me, and you had to sort of talk about yourself, and I'd never really liked doing that too much. But I think the only way to kind of challenge yourself, get better and grow is by pushing yourself into things and just jumping out of your comfort zone. So I definitely would say go for it. But the competitions have to work alongside your life as well. This one was a huge one. And I know a couple of the other contestants that I got really friendly with, they were doing it alongside like children and full-time jobs. And they were like up all night. I mean, I was up all night, and, you know, I don't have kids. Obviously, my working is very flexible. So I think also need to choose a competition that's going to work for you as well. But I would say just go for it. Absolutely. Just have to give it a go.
We've seen a lot more of what was expected and what it was all about, and seen the nails. I think it's a lot more, it's a lot easier on my mind personally to go for something like this. But I might need to book in a one-to-one
Yeah.
for some coaching
Yeah, because
with you.
you don't need coaching. But yeah, obviously I'm always here if you need me. But yeah, I would definitely say, yeah, just give it a go because I think, yeah, you can't, there's nothing to lose. Just enter and see what happens. But I definitely didn't follow a lot of competitions beforehand. So I think it was quite nice again for myself to see what was going on through this one because I know there's a lot of competitions around the world, but nothing quite like that in the UK.
Mm.
Online, I mean, obviously I know there's a lot of
Yeah,
in-person ones, but yeah, it's nice to see the online ones because you get to sort of see them regularly, don't you, what's going on and
yeah, yeah, definitely.
do it.
Um, I will try. I will definitely try my best. Yeah. You mentioned that your work is a lot more flexible,
Mhm.
so you don't do clients anymore.
I don't.
Um, you are educating. So why don't you tell us all about your workshops, what you've got available, and where people can find them as well?
Yeah, thank you. So I have got online pre-recorded workshops. So I have got ombre workshops, animal print, Christmas ones, but I'm sure once this goes out, it's probably going to be way after Christmas now, but I have Christmas ones too. I've also launched one-to-one masterclasses online as well, so over Zoom. And I basically personalize that to whatever people want to learn. So with time frame as well, I offer different time frames. So if someone needs to just brush up on a quick bit of nail art, we can do 1 to 2 hours, or I can do 6 to 8 hours if we need to really cover something a lot more like avant-garde, extreme, competition work. But yeah, we have a little chat beforehand, and then really I just design the workshops around whoever wants to learn. And I've done my first live masterclass literally 2 weeks ago, which was super fun. I probably will do a few more next year. But yeah, that was really good as well. Very different, obviously, from the pre-recorded because you can get them exactly how you want them, and live is live, isn't it?
Mhm.
I have a website, so that everything's on there, all the information's on there. So if anyone's looking to learn from me, then it's all there.
I will be popping it all on the screen, so
Oh,
that
gosh,
everybody
thank
can
you.
find where Katy is and find all her workshops. She is a fellow glitter girl. We love glitzy things and glittery
I
things.
know. I love your glitter swatches. You know how much I'm obsessed with them. How
Oh,
the
I love
detail
yours.
you get in
All
your
everything
photos.
glitter.
Yeah.
Everything glitter. Give me all the glitter.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
here's a
Right everywhere.
I was just gonna say, here's a bonus question for you. Your
Mm.
favorite magpie glitter.
See, this is always such a hard one, isn't it?
Top five?
Yeah, or 10. I find it really hard. So my very first glitter I bought from Magpie, which got me hooked, was Eve. Special place in my heart because she was my first one. But I have to say, I'm obsessed with Livy.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely
Yes.
love her. But I love them all. The chameleon ones. Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Obviously, you know I love bright colours, so I can't like I need brights in my life. But I've got sugar plum on at the minute, which is
That's
stunning.
pretty.
New one, yeah. It's so sparkly. It's all the really fine glitter dust one. It's hard to pick just one, sorry. You can't do that to me. All of them.
I know it is hard. I would say for me, the same way as Eve is for you, it's Blossom. Because she
Yeah.
was my favorite, like my first, and she still holds my heart. It's, yeah, one
Blossom
of
was
my
literally,
favorites.
I think, one of my first five that I brought. So I think it was like Eve. Eve first. I brought just one to try it out, was hooked, and then ordered another selection. I think it was like Sidoni, Blossom,
Hmm.
and they used to be the brown one. They discontinued. Oh,
Hazel?
yeah, because they
No,
brought it, didn't they? Did they bring it
there
back?
was. I don't know. There was Coco, there was Hazel, but I don't
Maybe it was
remember which one
Hazel.
was discontinued. Was it Hazel? Still have Hazel, but that's from years and years ago. You know, glitter doesn't
Yeah.
go off.
Yeah.
Glitters
Busting, you
forever.
can't. I know, that's the nice thing, isn't it? Glitters
Yeah.
forever. Love that.
So, what is it like writing for scratch?
Ah, no. How weird is that? It is a bit crazy. Every month when I'm putting my article in, I'm like, I can't believe I'm writing an article here because that's just not what I do. It was never something that I've been good at. So I was always better at school with creative things, so art and graphics, that type of thing. So yeah, English was never my strong point, but I'm really enjoying it. Again, it's another new challenge. Yeah, it's great. I can't lie. Loving it.
It's lovely seeing your face pop up in the articles and your step by steps. I like those.
Yeah, I kind of the first one I didn't do a step by step, and then I said to Helena, like, does she mind if I sort of include something like that? Because it's what I love to do. I love to create, help, and advise people. So it just seemed a natural thing to have in the column. So yeah, I've been enjoying doing those as well. I'm flicking through the magazine. I'm like, it's me.
Yeah. And it's a nice spread as well. Well
Nice
done,
and
you.
colourful, obviously.
Do you feel like WSNA has opened up more doors for you and kind of pushed you out of your comfort zone after the competition?
Yeah, I think in a lot of different ways, WSNA has definitely pushed me out of my comfort zone. It's made my confidence grow a little bit. I still get extremely nervous, even like doing things like this with you. It all just feels very weird. I've been on a few podcasts now, which has been great, but it's all definitely like strange and challenging in different ways, but also amazing. I think my confidence has definitely grown over this last year. So I'm going to take that as a massive win.
Yeah, that's amazing. No, it's so lovely to hear about all the things you got to do, all the things you've done, and I hope you're proud of yourself and really happy with how the year has gone.
Yeah,
Because
I think sometimes I
yeah,
forget that it happened, to be honest. I'm like, oh, I did win that. Like, you definitely straight after it because it is so challenging and time consuming. I missed not having anything to do. It was really weird.
mm,
And because I haven't really done any more work like that since, like really proper avant-garde stuff, I'm like, oh, I just love to do like another challenge.
we need a workshop with some
Yeah.
avant-garde pieces.
I'm working on it. They're just taking a little
I'll
bit
be
more
the
time.
I'll be the first one. I'll be the first one. Just send me
Yeah.
the
So
link.
yeah. As soon as they're out. Yeah, I'm definitely working on them because I've had a lot of people ask, but they are just taking a little bit more time to sort of fine
Yeah,
tune and film and everything. So
yeah. Understandable.
they're
There's a
coming.
lot that goes into pieces like that, isn't there? They're very arty.
Yeah. And I think because I hadn't done anything like that before the competition. So everything that I did through the competition, I just taught myself.
Mm.
Or just gave things a go and to see what happened. So I think because I'm not really following any type of technique apart from my own, it's then, just my own ideas, really.
It's unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable that that was your first competition. You won it, and you did so amazing that no one would look at those pieces and think that that was your first time doing it. Um, yeah, I'm in awe. You're my big inspiration when it comes to things like this, the
Oh,
challenges and
wow, thank
then
you.
competition. You are.
I think
Um,
everyone's got it in there. It's just allowing yourself to do it. And I think
yeah,
sometimes we all get in our own heads that we're not good enough.
yeah,
And that stops us doing it a lot, doesn't it? So
yeah,
um, I think we've all got it in
definitely.
there. It's just going for it.
Katy, what's in our industry? What topic in our industry do you think doesn't get talked about enough?
Well, I think in general, I'm going to go general as well is mental health.
Mm-hmm.
I think within any industry, but the now industry, I think, is just very, very competitive. Social media, just generally as well. I mean, I'm going to say more for the now industry because we're in it and that's what we're talking about. But I don't like how social media can make you feel very like negative, the competition, the hate that you can sometimes get on there is awful as well. I wish there was more talked about with that. I've got to be
Mm-hmm.
honest. I think we're all just a little bit too scared because I think the more you kind of open up on social media, the more the
Yeah.
trolls can go in at you, can't they? So I think a lot of people that I speak to and myself, I have the same thing that we have such a big thing about social media about having to like now the Instagram, the algorithm, and how to get this many likes, and our reach isn't great. And it just makes you feel, I think, the competition as well. I don't like. I think just you see someone's picture and you think you need to do the same, be like them, get the perfect video. If you can't, it doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. But yeah, we're all just, yeah, it's a funny old world, I think, sometimes, social media. I love it and I hate it.
Our worth is not determined by likes, by the algorithm, by anything that goes on social media. And although it's very difficult not to see it that way because it's such a big part of our lives, and especially in our nail industry, we want to put out the pictures, we want to put out the content. And especially if you're working in content creation or education, that tends to be where our customers come from.
Mm.
So it's very difficult to detach yourself from social media and that worth, because that's how we find, for example, clients.
And it's
But
also measuring in our own heads, we're measuring our value and our skill set as nail techs by brand approval, likes, follows, and it shouldn't be about that at all, should it? I just yeah, it's a weird place, and I
it
wish
is,
that was
yeah.
kind of discussed more. Just the whole mindset. I pretty much everyone I speak to over Instagram says exactly the same thing. They struggle
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, a lot of people do. Um, but something to remember is that every single person that we follow, I follow, for example, you, and I follow a lot of other people that struggle with social media, and how it makes them feel. I follow people because I love seeing their work. So even if that algorithm is not quite working the way people want it to, it's maybe not pushing your content as you would expect it to, maybe you're not getting as many likes as you'd like to. If you are subscribed to people you love and you want to see their work, you will go and look at their stuff. Sometimes, unfortunately, because we all get busy, it takes some time. So then, you get like 10 different likes from someone that's going over your posts because they didn't see them. But anybody that is out there that's struggling with social media and struggling with how it makes them feel, please remember that people that are following you for a reason. They're following you because they find your content valuable. And numbers don't always mean what people think they mean, because
Yeah,
just because you've got big numbers doesn't mean you're making more money. That's not how it works. So
absolutely.
I really hope that people don't think that they are less because they're not getting as many followers or as many likes, or the brands they want to work with are not responding to them, because none of that matters. We need to
No,
love what we
it
do in
sh-
our real life.
exactly. It shouldn't measure how you are as a now tech person. And literally, my favorite quote that I literally have everywhere, I've got it up here. No one is you, and that is your superpower. And that is so true. We're all unique and talented in our own right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. I love that. And I love seeing it because you do post it ever so often. And I love seeing it
I do.
because we
Yeah.
all need that reminder.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's, it's hard to tell yourself, but it's true. We all, all of our Instagram, social medias, websites, whatever, it's all unique to us, and that's what makes it all special and why people follow us in the first place. So
Yeah,
just keep being
absolutely.
you.
Yeah. And remember your why, because if you are doing social media for nail clients, then if you only have 10 followers, that's amazing, because those 10 followers are probably all your clients. So that means that they are there, they are loyal to you. If you're doing content creation and education, it's probably a little bit different. But as long as you're getting those students and you're getting those people that are loving to learn from you, everything's going to be okay. And you are valuable.
Also, you kind of think about conversations you've had with people, and you just think, yeah, how it's made people feel.
Yeah. It's a bittersweet, isn't it? Because it's like it's nice to know that other people feel the same way, but it's also so sad that they feel that way.
It is.
Um, but it's just finding those, it's finding a group of people that will support each other. And I think that's so important. And it's so nice that, like, you get people, I get people that can open up to us and talk to us and have someone to talk to about these things, instead of,
That's
struggling by
Yeah.
themselves.
And I do think that's the important thing. I know I've had people say to me before that they've tried reaching out to other people and not got responses and things like that. I am always happy to chat to anybody. So if anyone wants to ping me a message, they're struggling with anything, always happy to chat. I know you are as well,
Very,
Sarah. So
I'm always, my DMs are always open. I always get told that I message too quickly. That's because, when you see a message, it's like, oh no. Yes, I do have
all
my
your voice
phone in
notes
my
start
hand.
picking up, I'm like, oh, she's chatting again.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I love it.
Do you know what? It's just easier because with Emerson and stuff, ever so often, it's just easier to like say it than start typing. Yeah.
I know. I should
Thank
get
you so
into it
much for
because
all
it
that.
is easier. Hey,
Thank you
welcome.
so much. You have given us a lot of really good advice, and I loved hearing your story, and I love hearing it over and over, and I'm never going to get sick of it, because it was amazing. It was amazing watching you. And
Yeah.
yeah, we've only met once, but I view you as a nice nail friend, definitely a
Same.
friend.
Hope we get to meet again soon.
We will, hopefully. I hope so. Yeah, we will see what next year brings. I can't believe that it's only around the corner. So much, Katy, for all the advice you've given us. I really, really appreciate it. It was so nice to hear all about WSNA and your advice on competitions and just your story. It's just been really nice to have you on. And
Thank you for having me.
yeah, I hope you do this again sometime.
Yeah, love that you asked me. So thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to leave you guys and we will talk in a minute.
You're welcome for the duration to make a little conversation. Enjoy every permutation. That beauty might save the world. Beauty might save, beauty might save. That beauty might save the world.